Days of Our Lives spoilers. The departure of Steve Burton unveiled as Harris ends relationship with Iva and says goodbye to Salem. Gabby makes her debut as the new recast. Tate and Holly are caught in a compromising situation. Brady shares his theory, and Channel is admitted to the hospital. Greetings to all Days of Our Lives fans. Don't forget to subscribe for the latest updates. Days of Our Lives spoilers. Steve Burton's exit revealed. Harris dumps Ava and leaves Salem. Days of Our Lives spoilers reveal that Steve Burton's final air date as Harris Michaels is coming up. However, you know that Burton formerly returned as Jason Morgan and has been raising on the ABC cleaner since March, if you were also a General Hospital addict. Still, Days flicks several months in advance, so we've still been seeing the occurrences that Steve Burton completed ahead of his exit. Now Burton's on-screen Days of Our Lives departure is nearly upon us, so it's time to talk about how Harris Michaels will leave the boil. For starters, we should address the relationship issues that have agonized Harris and Ava Vitali. Harris has shown Ava a special kind of love she's no way known before, but she continues to keep secrets and break his trust. Although Harris has proven he can be relatively forgiving, there's a limit to his tolerance. After what happened in Montana, it seems Harris' tolerance has indeed run out. When Ava went galliful and tried to wipe Clyde Weston off the chart, Harris was forced to intermediate. Despite Ava's attempts to justify her conduct, Harris was fed up and told her they'd continue their discussion once they got back home. Of course, Ava is holding out stopgap that Harris will eventually see affects her way and forgive her rearmost bold move. But she's about to get blindsided by bad news rather. On June 24, Days spoilers say Harris will make a big advertisement that throws Ava for a circle. There's a good chance Harris will decide to leave Salem and take a job nearly differently. Indeed, if Ava wants to move with Harris, he may contend that's not such a good idea. Harris might come to the conclusion that they are inharmonious since Ava constantly breaks the rules and tests boundaries. Perhaps Harris will also point out that Ava has no way completely trusted him since she constantly resorts to secret keeping. Harris might indeed have a hunch that Ava played a part in Clyde's escape from Statesville and push her to admit it. Whatever the case, our Days prognostications point to Harris jilting Ava and leaving Salem before. So stick with us for updates on how Ava will bear in the fate. Days of Our Lives spoilers say Ava could spin out following Steve Burton's exit as Harris Michaels, so stay tuned. Days of Our Lives week of June 24, Gabby recast debuts, Tate and Holly busted, Brady's proposition and Channel hospitalized. Days of Our Lives spoilers for the week of June 24 to 28 reveal that E.J. DeMuro will have a concession to make. So he'll admit to witnessing that crapulous kiss Nicole Dimura planted on Eric Brady. Still, EJ will remain married to keeping Stefan Dimura quiet about his newfound knowledge of Jude Dimura, aka Jude Brady's maternity. That'll lead to EJ turning to Raf Hernandez for help dealing with Melinda Trask. So Gaby Hernandez Dimura will have a strange alliance working to free her. As for Stefan, he'll make an oath to Gabby and assure her that her freedom is indeed just around the corner. Cherry Jimenez is supposed to make her Days debut as a Gabby recast before June is over, so it looks like Stefan will make this pledge to his woman in person at Statesville. We know the captivity set will be over since Leo Stark's about to pay a jailhouse visit to Diana Cooper, who's also stuck at Statesville right now. While Leo pushes Diana to see that he's good of love and respect, Channel Dimura and Johnny Dimuro will deal with a medical extremity. Once Channel suffers some cramps, she'll need help from a croaker ASAP. Johnny and Paulina Price will get Chanel to the sanitarium incontinently, but bad news could be brewing when it comes to her future child. Will Channel eventually lose the baby? Paulina will face some painful guilt no matter how all this plays out, but Abe Carver will be there to console her. Other Days spoilers say Ava Vitali will reply to Harris Michaels' stunning advertisement. There's a good chance that'll involve Harris' decision to break up with Ava and leave city, so she'll get some ruinous updates. As for Lucas Horton, He'll let Kate Roberts Brady know that he's leaving Salem as well. Lucas will presumably head to New Zealand so he can be near to Will Horton, Allie Horton, and the grandkids, so Kate will understand. Indeed so, it'll be tough for Kate to say farewell during the emotional scenes ahead. Days of Our Lives suckers can also anticipate Tate Black and Holly Jonas to get fractured at the Salem Inn. Holly and Tate's hot night will end in disaster once Brady Black and Theresa Donovan barge in on the teen suckers together. Latterly, Days spoilers say Brady will struggle with some reservations about Theresa. Despite Theresa's stylish sweats to cover her tracks, Brady will develop a proposition and alert Alex Kyriakis to it soon enough. Although Brady presumably won't suspect that Theresa was involved in a fake hair at law scheme, he may sweat there was further to her connection with Konstantin Meleunis than meets the eye. At that point, Brady might completely believe Theresa was the adversary in their midst that Konstantin was pertaining to. Alex may defend Theresa despite his own enterprises about her since he's trying to move himself that she can be trusted. Eventually, Xander Cook will entrust in Sarah Horton about his complicated relationship with Victor Kyriakis and wish that effects could have been different. Since Sarah will feel like Xander needs family now further than ever, she might hope she can come up with some other way to track down his mama, Fiona Cook. Days of Our Lives spoilers say the week of June 24 to 28 will bring some twists and turns, so stick with us for further prognostications on all the mayhem. Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.